this thing's gonna fall off a cliff. And I'm gonna show you exactly why. Here is the NIO ES7 driving on the road. Here is Norway's first battery swap station opening. ET7 orders are being locked in today. What is up, beautiful people? Today we are going to be doing a NIO stock price prediction. Not looking too pretty. I'll explain that in a bit. Let me ask you guys a question. Do you guys like those stock YouTubers that just pump the stock non-stop? Pump, but then the stock goes the opposite way, right? Hell, StockMo gave a 2021 end of the year price target of $80 for NIO, but NIO ended up at 30. So you gotta subtract 50 from 80 to get to 30. Back on August 8th, he said Penn National Gaming looked like a good stock to buy. That was 71.84. That's a price it was back then. Well, if you held on to that, you would be blessed with a whopping negative 37% performance. Okay, let's look at another one of StockMo's pumps. DraftKings. He loves DraftKings, eh? Back in September 21st, DraftKings was at 52.77. He said this is a good company, lots of upside potential. If he held on, listen to his advice, bot, you will be given a sweet negative 56.23%. I have nothing against StockMo, but I'm a firm believer that you can't just pump stocks and expect stocks to always go up. Sometimes stocks do go down. And that's what's so special about my channel, about NIO. I post all the good stuff and the bad stuff about NIO, so you have a balanced view of the whole entire situation and not just one eye open and one eye closed. You got to see both sides of the coin. What's funny is every time I post something really bullish that highlights the good stuff of NIO, you guys all say how much you pay by the CCP. CCP give you how many dollars? And then every time I post something about NIO's cash burn, you guys say you are definitely paid by short seller. Come on, I'm not paid by any of them. I'm just here to present both sides of the coin. Alright? I don't know if you guys remember this, but at the end of January last year, when NIO was trading at $60, I was so damn fearful. I made a video warning you guys about the dangers and the reality of everything, and that this could all come to an end. Back then, 170,000 of you guys watched it, so I hope I saved 170,000 souls from getting their money burned. And obviously some of you guys did listen and did take some profits back then. But it goes to say that you guys can't just think stocks go up forever. One of the comments says, really wish I had listened. Please can you teach technical analysis again? And some of you guys even said, sell my NIO stock. Hell no. That was back then. So guys, this is just as important as that video back then that warned you at $60. I'm warning you here, even though NIO is at $28. Even though I'm a NIO owner, long term I'm bullish. I love this company. I love the car. The car is so damn amazing. I mean, I tell you, the car is so damn amazing. Even the security guard, they see this car, they're like, yeah. Even the security guard gets a boner seeing this car. But the stock is a different story. Long term, very bullish for NIO stock. But short term, this thing's gonna fall off a cliff. And I'm gonna show you exactly why. First of all, if you look at the charts very carefully. By the way, don't forget to claim your free stocks with Moomoo. Sign up using my link down below. Create an account, deposit $100, and get up to 5 free stocks worth $3,500 each. So free stocks, pretty awesome. And I'm also giving away NIO masks. These are really cool, stylish looking masks. Even if you're not a guy that likes wearing masks, they just look really cool. And I'm giving them for free. Once you successfully created your account and deposited $100, screenshot that and send it to me on Discord with your address that you want your mask mailed to, and I'll happily mail the mask to you. What's really concerning is that all this price action back here, everybody that bought over here is in pain. And people, when they're in pain, they want to look for ways to end their pain. So anytime there's some sort of a rally, they're going to jump on the opportunity to sell their stock. It just means that there's a lot of resistance up here. So it's going to be very hard for NIO stock to break above it, because every time NIO stock rallies, there's going to be a price level where a bunch of people bought in and then they were in pain, but now they're break even, and then now they got the chance to get out, and they will most likely get out. That's just a little bit of psychology. Now, if you look at the smaller time frame, which is pretty important, what we have right now, these couple days, is this resistance line over here up there. And what's really cool is that if you look at the 1 hour chart, on the 1 hour chart, the 200-day MA, which has been, pretty good for support and resistances, it got rejected here as well. This does mean that we had this sort of resistance that we have to break through if we want to be bullish, but right now it's looking very bearish. And another reason is because if we look down here, we have this support line over here, and this is like the last door. All right, this is like the last door, and what's happening is you're seeing the price action come down, kick on this door, right? And it got, it bounced back, kick on the door again, and then it bounced back, kick on the door again, and got bounced back. So you have to imagine that this is a beautiful foot. Let me add a beautiful foot. Okay, why don't we just use the hammer? So imagine you're coming down here, you're knocking on this door, you're knocking on this door, you're knocking on this door. What do you think is going to happen if they knock on this door again, right? Well, we might bounce, but what might happen is the door might finally give away. And if it does give away, then that just means that, we're going to be going much lower. And if we take a measured move about here, down to here, and then we connect this, what we get is a price target of maybe around $22. Now, if we look at what's down here at $22, which is very interesting, back a while ago, we actually had this gap here at $22. So we could be looking to fill this gap, right? We could be looking to fill this gap. That's, part of Gartley's gap theory is that about 80% of gaps do get filled. So that's a gap right there. There's a gap down here at $10 and another gap here down at $8. So we could be looking at price action where if this breaks, right, we're going to head down over to $22. And of course, with the fact that the Jerome Powell is raising rates, that's obviously bad for the stock market and growth stocks in general, including NIO. So we could be looking down at $22. And then if that happens, what we end up with is just a lot of people being trapped in NIO stock, including everyone that bought here, everyone that bought here. It's just bad. We might have a relief rally that might come up maybe over here-ish. Might have a relief rally up to 26 maybe, and then form maybe another sort of flagging pattern before we ultimately head down, maybe even down to this level, 15-ish, right? And this is of course in the scenario where the stock market also just completely tanks and crashes. Otherwise, if the stock market doesn't tank and crash, we might be actually looking at some positive price action. Are you holding NIO stock for the long term? If you're holding NIO stock for the long term, you're good. Hold that thing, go into hibernation or cryo freeze or whatever. 5 years later, you pop out the cryo freeze chamber and you're like, oh man, NIO stock is at 200. Wow. But then you look at the chart and it's like, oh shit, it went that low. But of course, the past doesn't matter. Long term, we're going to be good. Short term is going to go down further. Also, what you got to know is that with the market right now looking like it's going to head down, head for a dive, it might be a bit smarter to reduce your exposure on the long side. Of course, again, not financial advice. This is just personally my opinion. I'm not a short seller. I'm not a bear. Just the honest NIO owner giving my honest opinion. And you should watch this video that compares battery swapping with charging. Which one is better? How do the costs stack up? Stay safe, stay healthy. Peace out.